What's up, monkeys? My name's Shane, and you're watching The Lever Monkey. Hello, and welcome to the channel. Now that you skipped my intro, why don't you do me a favor, smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. If you don't like what you see, give me a thumbs down. So let's get on with this. Today we're looking at doing stripping asphalt. I want to show you how I do it. So here's the situation. I've got a 2-lane road going in one direction that I'm working on. The other direction is on the other side of those trees, the center line. And I've got a spotter stopping traffic as I swing around and stopping me whenever I need to swing around. So here we go. We pick up all the loose material that's laying around. Things shaky. I do have my blade down, but these machines are a little wonky at best. Break up whatever you can break up. If you get a large piece like I've got here, you're going to have to break that up, because you don't want to carry a huge piece like that and try to get it into the truck. So here you see I'm using the back of the bucket to smack the ground, and it breaks it up pretty good. So now I can manageably move the material I need to move into the truck. Wait for traffic, and then I can go. So one of the issues that you'll run into with these mini excavators, the booms don't boom up very high. So you've got to use the stick and make sure the buckets curl all the way to be able to get it high enough to get into the back of the trucks. And it's just one of the traits of these little minis. So when you come in and scoop up your pieces of asphalt, you don't want to get into all the rock and everything. You want to make sure you're separating these pieces of asphalt clean. And you're going to be separating this to dispose of them later and have them shipped off to a plant. They usually don't want it mixed up with a whole bunch of other junk. AB asphalt base is not too bad of a material to mix in with it, because that's basically what they're going to grind it up and turn it into a separate road base. So when you're trying to pick up these pieces of asphalt, you want to slide them up towards the existing asphalt that you haven't broken up yet and use that as a backstop. When you have a piece of asphalt that's going to flip up and doesn't go into the bucket, it gets harder to pick up. So either you want to push it out of the way or try to scoop up the existing asphalt that you're still removing, and hopefully it stays on top. If it doesn't, you'll just have to take it, slide it back into the hole, and pick it up on your next pass. So if you haven't noticed, my bucket doesn't get closed all the way, and that's because of the way we have the bucket head. These are backhoe buckets on this machine. You can see there's 2 pinholes on the back of the bucket. One is for getting the bucket to open all the way up, and the other one is for being able to get the bucket to curl all the way up. When you set it for the second hole for it to curl all the way up, that's best for when you're doing loading trucks and stuff like that, because the bucket will curl all the way up to the stick. And allows it so you don't spill stuff on the ground instead of getting it into the truck. So you can see here, that's as far as I can curl, and I'm just enough to keep it in the bucket so I can place it in the truck. Sometimes if they jackhammer, they don't get all the way through. It's very difficult to break these edges off. Later on, I can go over and get a straight line, so I have maximum power, and I'll get down into the rock a little bit and really snap those pieces off. Clean that up a lot better, so we're not dropping that asphalt down into the hole or mixing it in with our excavator. on some of these Takeuchis, I love the way these side shift instead of actually pivot. I actually prefer this because it allows me to get different angles than I would get otherwise, and it also allows a little better visibility in the pivot if you're digging on the right side of your boom. Whereas on the left side you can always have good visibility, but on the right side, if you pivot to the right on a pivot, you're looking out through the window instead of the front of the cab. And I like this method a lot better instead of the pivots. So here, we're going to pull a new piece of asphalt, get underneath it, lift it, break it free, and then I'll smack it again on the back of the bucket. And the back of the bucket has a D-ring on it, so you can see it there. It's great for creating a fracture point. You can see there that it just snaps right in this place where I hit it. So here, instead of trying to scoop the asphalt up, I'm going to just push it out and move it to the left where I've got material to pull against instead of pushing it into the hole or the pothole that's there. Just remember, you always want to take your time when you're doing this. Don't get crazy. You don't want to damage the concrete curb or anything like that, because then you're going to be replacing that, and that's an extra cost that you don't want to have the company incur. And always make sure you check your mirror and look out your door. Make sure traffic's not coming, or if there's anything in the way, people or anything like that. Safety is always of the utmost importance around these kind of jobs where you have to deal with a lot of pedestrians and whatnot. You can see on the left-hand side we do have a fence up that keeps pedestrians out of our work zone, and normally we have a fence that closes off the work area at the end of the day, so it's not just left open. And we also plate the entire hole at the end of the day as well. So here we're coming up on our final little bit of cleanup. This is about as much as I'm going to fill the truck with. I'll get these last big pieces out, have a laborer clean up anything extra that I need to clean up and get out of the fill material that we're taking out. Alright, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you got any comments or suggestions, or maybe even a question about maybe there's something you saw me do, you can timestamp it in your question and that way I can look up what you're asking me a question about. It's pretty straightforward work here. You just pick up what you can. If you can't pick it up, get a laborer to help you scoop up the last little bits, and enjoy yourself. This is not always easy work. I enjoy the work that I do, and I certainly hope you guys do too. And I just want to make it so you guys can enjoy it even better and make it so you're more successful in your work. If there's any questions you guys have at all, please leave them in the comments below. If you have anything like I'm doing something stupid or wrong, leave a comment down below. We all have to learn. I always learn from stuff. I've learned a couple of comments that have come through. I've learned a couple of things from. So I appreciate that kind of stuff. I'm not so big-headed that I'm not going to listen to you guys. But anyways, I'm here to help. Enjoy the rest of the video, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. In the next video, I'll describe what we're doing here and why I'm doing what I'm doing for this dig. So make sure you subscribe, click the Tinker bell so that way you get a notification of when that video comes out. And as always, keep your butt level and your ditch straight.